Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, my palette from Beaute Bar came in, the Unoriginal Nudes palette. I'm so excited. First off, I grew up with Mean Girls, so this total nostalgia right here. I missed out on the, I think it was Makeup Revolution that launched the very first Mean Girls collaboration, and I wanted that mirror and I didn't get it and I regret it so much. So this is me making up for that. Plus the color story is a pretty neutral color story. And I want to say all of the palettes that I personally own from Beaute Bar are pretty colorful. So this is a change for the brand in my collection. Okay, I think I'm only going to be able to create 2 different eye looks for today. Unfortunately, apologies. I just have so much editing to do before we go on our trip, our vacation offline, and I want to make sure I have everything ready. So obviously the more eye looks I create, the more I have to edit. So I think it's only going to be 2 for today, but I think that should be enough to get a good first impressions. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this video. All right, my loves, I am on the Beaute Bar website. The Unoriginal Nudes Magnetic Palette retails for $69. Purchased this as soon as it launched. It has a 12-month shelf life and it was made in PRC. 8 shimmers in a variety of textures and finishes, high-intensity metallics, duochromes, a multi-chrome, and a true holographic shimmer. Again, this packaging, I absolutely love it. I grew up with Mean Girls, so it's total nostalgia for me. Okay, so here is the palette. And I feel like most of these tones are probably gonna pull cool tone on my eyelids just because of the undertone that I have to my skin. It's very rare that I find tones that pull completely neutral on me, but I'm excited nonetheless. Definitely won't be able to create super, you know, creative out there eye looks. I mainly got this because it is a nude palette and I can incorporate this palette with the other colorful palettes that I own from Beaute Bar. All right, let me get some eye primer on and we can get started with the 2 eye looks. All right, you're in closer. Let me tell you makeup wise what else I have on. NARS Reflecting Foundation, Stromboli, I think is the shade. MAC Studio Radiance Concealer, NC 17.5. Sachu Contour Shade 2. Natasha Denona Liquid Bronzer in Bonfire. Semi Haze Cream Blush in Hibiscus. Powdered with the Huda Cherry Blossom for my under eyes. And Milk Makeup loose powder for the rest of my face. Just panned the little sample I have of that. And that's it. I don't have any powder, bronzer, powder, blush, and all the other good stuff. So let's get started. I think I'll do the first eye look, including this little pinky tone. I think that's just about one of the only mattes that's going to change it up and not just look nude. And it's Unoriginal Nude 7. MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and this is a Singe Eoite. I think I'm gonna do a halo eye for this first eye look. That's a beautiful rosy tone, maybe with a tiny bit of mauve in it. Okay, that's what it's looking like. I think I'm gonna jump into this dark gray. Unoriginal Nude number 11. Okay, so I think all the nudes, these names are interesting. Also, the lettering resembles the one, so it's a little hard to read. Okay, this is a Victoria number 21 brush, and I'm gonna use the little smudger side. And I'm not copying, I don't do like the mirrored top and bottom. I brought that pinky tone like halfway in. This is gonna go in the outer corner to deepen it up a tiny bit with that pretty gray. It's definitely looking gray on my eyelid. Beautiful tone. Okay, and now for shimmers. See how the gray around the pink almost looks like a purple gray? That's what I meant by it actually looks gray. It could definitely just turn. I'm looking at this pretty light pink shimmer here. Token Shimmer 2. Unearthly Glitter Glue. I'm not going anywhere, so I feel fine wearing 2 different eye looks today. Oh, that's a beautiful shimmer. Let me swatch it for you. I don't know if I'm gonna add another shimmer, we'll see. Let me just finish adding this one. Okay, pretty. I think I'm gonna jump in a tiny bit to this one here, which almost looks like a taupey shimmer. Oblivious. It's so hard to read this lettering. And I'm gonna put that right on the edge. And on this edge. Not much of a difference, but okay. I definitely feel like that taupey shimmer is not as bright as the light pink, so it did tone down just a tiny bit and made the gray blend in a tiny bit better with the shimmer. At least I hope you can see that small difference I see. Okay, for the inner corner, let me try this one and see if it's light enough. UnOrIGINAl Nude 3. I think it will be, but just in case. This is the Before from Blend Bunny. Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll work. It's like a peachy tone, so it'll go better, like blend in better with this eye look than that lightest matte. So we'll start eye look number 2 on this side. Once both eye looks are done, I'll finish the face up and then we can talk. Okay, now for this eye look, let's start. It's so hard to decide. Let's go with this one here, UnOrIGINAl Nude 8. And this is just a fluffy Alamar Cosmetics crease brush. We'll put this in the crease. And it's pulling warm. I feel like there's a little bit of everything. There is some neutrals that maybe have a little bit more rosy undertone, some that are maybe more warm leaning, and some that are either neutral or cool. Just depends on your undertone. This one for sure is a warm nude. Okay. So pretty. And I think I'm gonna pull like a 2016 layering of mattes and do 2 more matte shades. Because I can. Okay, I think I'm going to jump into this one and then I'll darken it up with this one. UnOrIGINAl Nude number 9. It's the one that looks like a mahogany kind of brown. Birth for 15 Mini. I'm just gonna go in the outer corner and then I'll deepen it up even more with that other dark brown. Maybe even go black. We'll see. These are blending out so nicely though. Okay, I'm not gonna do the black. I'm gonna do the dark brown. UnOrIGINAl Nude number 10. This is a E42 from Sigma. I'm just gonna put that in the outer corner and make it even darker than it already is. Okay, that's what we look like. I did go into the Unearthly Glitter Glue and we've used this pink one. Also this one, which looks like a taupey shade. It's this one right here. It does have a tiny bit of like pink purple reflex. So I think that's why it went so well with this eye look. I thought it was gonna be a true taupe, but it's not. These look like they have like blue, maybe even slight blue-green undertone. And this one also might have blue undertone. So I think I'll go into this one here and this here. It doesn't look like a true gold. It doesn't have too much yellow in it. Okay, so Echo, this one's more of a true metallic. At least it feels like it. It does have a tiny bit of glitter sparkles in it. I feel very rarely for indie brands is a metallic just a boring metallic. Okay, let me swatch the one I just used. It looks like nothing, but it does have, oh, there you go. Glitter sparkles. You can see it there. Okay, now we're gonna jump into Mimic. This one looks chunky. Here, let me swatch it. Yeah, definitely feels textured when you dip your finger in there. That's pretty. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, I did wipe my before. This one is very glittery, that golden one, so keep that in mind. If you don't want fallout, probably do your eye look first if you're looking to use that specific shade. Now I'm going to jump into the lightest nude, unoriginal nude #1, and use that as my inner corner. Don't know if I mentioned it, I did wipe down the before. Okay, perfect. Let me finish off the face, be back, and talk real quick. All right, my loves, I am back. Let me tell you what I finished the face off with. Refi Beauty Brow Pencil, Maybelline Brow Gel. I'm almost done with the Refi Beauty Brow Pencil, just one more use, and I've panned that. The Anastasia New Smooth Blur Bronzer, Golden Beach Glow. The tone is, it's kind of growing on me. Don't absolutely love it, but it's growing on me. For blush, I mixed these two together. Pink Passion from By Terry and the What's Up Beauty Serene Sienna. These two together, the most beautiful pink. So pretty. Been loving mixing those two together. For the lips, I have on the new Huda lip stain thing, something nude, soft nude. Still don't absolutely love that. I feel like if you don't have big plump lips, it just doesn't work. I'm enjoying it a tiny bit more now that my lips are still swollen from the lip filler retouch, but I feel like if you don't have full plump lips, it just doesn't look good, right? I don't know. I'm still iffy about that new Huda lip stain. The e.l.f. tint. This is in Plums Up. And then I added a tiny bit of the NYX matte lip balm in Swipe Sesh. I don't even have highlighter. Okay, let me put a tiny bit of this Semi Haze. What's wrong with me? How did I forget highlighter? This Semi Haze one is so pretty. Citrine, I think, is the tone I have. Okay, and that's it. Oh, the new Revolution mascara. All right, but here they are. Here are eye looks #1. And eye look #2. With this unoriginal nudes palette from Bella Beauty Bar. Let me scoot you on out. Okay, both eye looks beautiful. Now you're not going to get a ton of different eye looks if you stick to the same tones. All the eye looks are going to look very similar, if not close to identical. But I feel that's the point of this palette. The mattes, I want to say, were a little bit more soft, more creamy than what I can recall from the last Bella Beauty Bar palette I purchased, which I can't think of which one's the last one I purchased. Let me go ahead and insert swatches of the palette right here. Let me know if this is a launch you skipped or decided to participate in. I feel like this is definitely for a particular audience that does not like color. Maybe you're looking for a palette that you can use every single day, that has a good amount of sparkle, definitely has interesting shimmers in this palette, but it's not going to be for everyone. There are some people that just enjoy wearing color anytime they do their eyeshadow, and this unoriginal nudes is definitely not going to be for you. I'm not going to lie, the packaging is one of the main reasons why I wanted this palette, but both eye looks I created are absolutely beautiful, so I'm not at all unhappy with this purchase. All right, my loves, thank you so much for joining me. Apologies for the fact that I was only able to create 2 eye looks, but I do have quite a bit of editing to do so that I make sure I have some uploads while I'm gone. Alright, I love and appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes, if you use my links to shop. It truly all does mean the world to me. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye!